Sound like this is Sister Nazeeya. What is it? 10 o'clock. My phone's not ringing. My message is not going off. Like the kids are asleep. The house is clean. Pizza was made. Like peace. It's like I remember there was a time like I couldn't stand the quiet. Like everything had to be loud, exciting, crazy, this and that. But as I got older, you know what I mean, I started getting more focused. Like I had my hype moments. It's like mostly on my break at work. You know what I mean? Like I have like that 5 minute break to myself. I just run in the bathroom, just take my scarf off and just, you know what I mean? Just go crazy, you know what I mean? Because it's not like anybody can see me or anything. I know it's kind of nuts, so, but, that helps me in my day going. And, I don't know, I'm just trying to stay focused, man. I'm really trying to stay focused. I want to be married, you know. Was married before, didn't last. Was married again, didn't last. And I think it takes a toll on you. You know what I mean? Because it's like you want to be married, you want to settle down, and you want to live, forever and ever, and get old and be the cute, grandpa couple that runs up to the bathroom together and everybody's looking for him, and maybe that's just my fantasy, but anyway. But in all actuality, it takes two special people to get married. Marriage is not like a dating relationship. Like I hate you, goodbye, I'm leaving, I'm going home, I'm doing this. Because you notice with all those statements, it's always I. When you get married, it's not about what you want anymore. It's what's best for the family, what's best for the kids, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high. In the Islamic world, Christian, other religions, because people have no work ethic. Not only do they not have any work ethic in the job force and they're lazy, they don't have any work ethic in their marriages. You know what I mean? It's so easier to go and find somebody that puts in a little bit, you know what I mean, and doesn't even want to work, and then you get to go off and do what you want to do. Well, that's not me. I want a partnership. I work hard, I play hard, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to cater. I know how to cater to a man. I mean, all you want to do is you want to eat, you want to sleep, you want good loving, you want us to tell you how handsome you are, and, all this other stuff. Like, that's not hard. Especially if it's the truth. It's not hard. Lay out some clothes, have a dinner on the table, have your own personal time. It's not hard. People make things hard. We as women, we're very auditory. You know what I mean? Like, we may know that we're pretty, we may know that we're funny, we may know that we're good cooks. What is all this email chirping on my phone for? Anyway, but now I just got all distracted. Oh, well, we women, we like to be told things. We like to be told we're pretty, we like to be told we're appreciated, you know, all this stuff. And if you men are hard, you know what I mean? Like, you're not in touch with your emotions, and you be like, oh, I told you I loved you last week, and I gave you a hug 2 days ago. Like, we women, we need to hear that stuff. We need to be shown that we're appreciated. You know what I mean? Because we as women, we do a lot. You know what I mean? We do the laundry, we do the cooking, we do the cleaning, we take care of the kids, we take care of you guys. And sometimes we just forget like we're not important. And that's what people fail to realize. This deen isn't hard. It says in the Quran that a husband is a garment for the wife and the wife is a garment for the husband. You know what I mean? If you guys aren't building each other up, you're destroying each other. You're making it worse. You know what I mean? You know, your wife goes out of the house. You don't tell her you love her. You don't appreciate her. Yeah, some dude come up to her and be like, "Oh, Emily, does your husband know how much, um, stuff like this. Does your husband know this, and does your husband know how much you make the job atmosphere better and this and that?" And then it starts messing with you because you don't hear that stuff at home. You know what I mean? You gotta be like, lad, 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 like oodle be lad. You know what I mean? Like, get off me. Because that kind of stuff, it gets into here. That's why if you're somebody's husband or you're somebody's wife, you have to be their overseer. You gotta make them happy. You know what I mean? And also says in the Quran, like, we can't go to Jannah if our husband isn't happy with us. So if we have a husband that's always miserable, like, that's ruining our chances to get to Jannah. Like, is that fair? No. Like, if you have a husband that's unpleasable, like, you only making yourself suffer. Men have rights in a marriage and the women have rights in the marriage. It's not, oh, well, I need to get all my needs met and, excuse me, and you're only going to get some of your needs met and not at all. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. But all I'm saying is if I get married next time, inshallah, somebody told me you married for money. No. No, I could never marry for money. I mean, seriously. Anything that I could get, inshallah, I could get it myself. Allah provides for me. I don't need to marry somebody with a whole bunch of millions of dollars or whatever. Like, I have a Nintendo. I have 2 box TVs. I don't even have cable. Like, are you serious? Who's knocking on my phone? Anyway. Man, I just don't know. I don't know. I want to I don't want to take care of them. Let me rephrase that so people don't get the wrong idea. Like, I want to be a wife. You know what I mean? Like, the whole operation's sound here. I just need the male counterpart. You know what I mean? I could do it all on my own, inshallah, if I want to, because I did it before. You know. But do I like cooking for me, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old? No, I want to make a big busky plate for a big strong man that's gonna eat it all. I don't want to pack up leftovers. I want to leave little notes in the lunchbox. I want to lay out clothes. Like, I want to feel like I have a bigger purpose than what I do. I'm doing a lot already, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind doing more for someone special. And, man, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some men don't want to be loved. Maybe they got the same issues we women have, that we don't deserve it and we're not good enough, and you know I don't know. I have no idea. But inshallah, I find someone that appreciates me and I don't have to be their mother. I mean, I'm not trying to be anybody's mother. First of all, let me correct that. I'm not trying to be anybody's mother. You know what I mean? And a good woman where their husband, you know what I mean, where they're not good at, you help them. You're their crutch to help them get on their feet. Some you're not good at, they're your crutch to help you on your feet. That's way it's you to work. You know, like, you injured on the battlefield, like Saving Private Ryan. Like, I'm gonna throw you over my shoulder, all 5'1" of me. I'm gonna throw you over my shoulder, and we're gonna make it through together. Like, I'm not gonna leave you on the battlefield. Like, so many people would just leave you, man. It's sad. They would just straight up leave their wives, leave their husbands, and just run by themselves. That's why when you get married, your deen is 50% when you get married. It's the yin and the yang. It's the cream and the coffee. It's the peanut butter and jelly. You complement one another. You're a pair. everything is half, half and half. So when trouble starts brewing, how are you just gonna up and leave? Like, it's not about you anymore. It's about you two together. I don't know, maybe my morals are shot. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I just got beat too much as a kid, or I got punished too much as a kid. Like, maybe my mental's just screwed up. But I was taught to be a person of your word. When you say you're gonna do something, you do it. Or you got your butt whooped, you know what I mean? But when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. And if you can't do it, you say you can't do it. Like, if you borrow money from somebody, you say, "Oh, I'll pay you back, I'll pay you back." And you know you're not gonna pay it back. So you shouldn't say that. You should be like, "I'm not gonna pay you back." And I'll be like, "Okay, I have more respect for you because you told me that." And psh, I don't know if it's the way the world works today, but everybody's in it for themselves. And that's sad. That really is, because it's just messing with the people that want to be happy, that are optimistic, and they want to do what they're supposed to do. They want to practice accordingly. They want to learn. They want to do things as a family. Okay, I have a family. I'm a mother with two little boys. I am a family. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's not completed. It's like, yeah, I have love for my kids and my kids have love for me, but it's not the same. It's a different kind of love. It's not the same hugging a 3.5 foot tall, 30-pound kid versus a six foot. Let me stop. Let me, you know, 5'7", 6'1", man. It's totally different. And if anybody says it's the same, like, you seriously cuckoo, like, really. But I gotta get my thoughts together, man. Yo, who are these drunks screaming? Like, anyway, I kind of live near a bar, and sometimes you just hear like people like screaming and laughing and throwing things, and I guess that's why they call it wine and spirits, because you never know what spirits you're gonna get, the good ones or the bad ones.